Hey DOT community, this is Zalon coming at you with a Solo War Volstan's Boot Camp 2019 edition. So right off the bat, I just want to say real quick that this event did have some influence with the milestone rewards from a meeting that happened a few months ago between myself, Boganor, and Gaming Jaeger with the Dawn of Titans developers. This was a suggestion that Gaming Jaeger brought up when it came down to a different tiering system for the milestones. So I do have a bunch of data here showing off the current event and how much we're getting out of this, and also the previous Volstan's boot camp that we have seen a few months ago. So and the big differences. So stay tuned. Just want to show this off and also talk about where I'm going with this event. Also, too, I do want to show off my new Yalluth that I got in the most recent event as well at the very end. So just stay tuned. It's all coming at you really quickly. So here we go. Volstan's boot camp, of course, they're just showing off here, and this is something that was brought up before by a few other players that may not have noticed. But these numbers right here are 4,500 bonus XP, 15,000 bonus XP, and 45,000 bonus XP. That is the total number of XP that you're going to gain when you use the relic, even though the relics have two uses. So take that in mind, because some players say, oh, it doesn't say that the XP that you get per battle is, half that amount. It's because there's two battles. Besides from that, though, of course, Source of Light is being used in this event to get more souls. Typically, to be able to get to the higher soul amounts in the amount of time that we have here, 1 day and 11 hours still left. It's been alive for a few hours already. I would say to get into the higher tiers, of course, you would have to be pulling relics to be able to do so, or if you had some of these relics from previous events to be able to use them. Um, Myself, I'll just talk about that real quick. I'm going to be going to 3,500. My goal is to do 350 battles without using any relics and see where that puts me in the rank rewards. If it gets me close to being able to jump to another tier, if I just would use maybe one relic after I hit 3,500, well, then I'll make the decision when I get there. But for the most part, I just would like to get to the first 4-star XP relic. Now, we're going to jump over to the numbers and show off exactly how many of all these different relics we're going to be getting. But I am really happy to see that there is a 4-star XP relic way under. Actually, there's more than one under 10,000, which is where we used to see them before. When I go a little bit farther along here, you'll see another one at 8,500. But they're also adding the iron tokens, which are allowing you to pull event relics. Now, obviously, this one being at 6,000, you really wouldn't be grinding 600 battles in 2 days or less than 2 days. So if you're obviously doing this with relics, this is more or less why they're already there to help you along. Um, I think it's a good idea. If you don't, please let me know in the comments. Of course, I'm going to say that a couple times because I really like to see what everybody thinks about this event. Also, at the same time, too, they've added the epic tokens as well along the way. Now, these are not a guaranteed 4-star, but it could be fusion food or it could be a brand new Titan that if you pull it during a specific event in the temple, like when they do different guaranteed, it's going to be a fire titan or it's guaranteed going to be certain different classes, then obviously you could get a 4-star titan. But use them, don't use them, save them, whatever you want to do. But they are in this event as well. So some people that complained about not getting titans in these events in the past, that is the closest solution to that, instead of just throwing actual titans in there. Not going to say that's something that you should be grinding for, but if you're already spending a whole bunch to use relics in this event, it's an added bonus. Besides from that, though, there are some goofy, I don't think after 10,000 really we should see 1-star, or maybe even 2 stars after 10,000. I understand the gradual getting up to a certain point, but there are some goofy 1-stars that are still, like here at 16,000, and even here again at 21,000. Why do we still see 1-stars? So there's still definitely some tweaks that I think in the milestones that they should definitely do, because there shouldn't be 1-stars and even 2-stars, especially after 20,000. But there is a progression, of course, of getting 3-stars and 4-stars, and also too there is the amount of souls in between a lot of these rewards is not 1,000. Because, of course, in the previous events, we've seen As soon as it hits something like around, I think it was like 10 or 12,000. I don't know the exact number, unfortunately, but it went to an exact 1,000 increment in between everything. This one, because of the 1 stars and 2 stars being along the way, they're doing them at like 500 increments and 250 increments in some of the lower tiers. So it's yeah, it's definitely different in that aspect, but I still don't think there really should be 1 stars and 2 stars after a certain point. And that's just my own 2 cents on that. Let me know if you agree with me on that as well, and what you overall think about this event in the comments below. And how far you plan on going in this event. Because, of course, even if you don't plan on, oh, I'm not going to spend any relics, oh, I'm not going to do portal stone refreshes, understood. But still, you should pick out some sort of goal. Oh, I'm going to go to. Now, here, of course, I'll go back to the beginning because if you're just going to generically play and just hit garrisons and just work on your titans like you normally would and just pay no attention to what else is going on, have the old blinders up, I mean, you still may be able to get to the first 3 star at 2,500 and do 250 battles in the next 2 days because that's what you normally do. So, you never know. So, collect it, don't collect it, and of course, right here, 50,000 players and below will still be getting a 3 star Soul Relic. I'm definitely going to make sure I stay in that bracket. I think actually I might have a shot at maybe getting the 4 star, so we'll see what happens. And be able to get 2 4 stars at 3,500, or maybe if, like I said, if I grind a little bit farther, maybe I can get into that bracket. But we'll see what happens. But along the way, too, as well, take this into account. There is the opportunity to get to more XP relics and titans and all the great and wonderful battle drops that we've really gotten used to in the last few months. So it's been pretty awesome. Now here, let's go take out the math. Here we got the math, and it's all my wonderful chicken scratch. So of course, enjoy. But this is the current event that we are in right now, which has 11 1 stars, 18 2 stars, 12 3 stars, and 11 4 stars. Then with the 7 tokens, and then the 5 epic tokens. Now across the top, as you can see, at the 2 star, we saw it at 250 souls. 3 star, the first one we see is at 2,500 souls, and the first 4 star is 3,500 souls. So, and then we see the first token at 6K and the first epic at 10K. So that's what those numbers mean across the top. And down here underneath the totals, we have exactly how much XP you're going to get, and then how much you're actually going to get in total with the amount of relics that are in this event, for a grand total of 1,267,500 XP. Now, in comparison to what we got before, this is what the previous event was. The last Volstan's boot camp, we got a lot more 4 stars. Only 4 1 stars, 4 2 stars, 10 3 stars, and 41 4 stars. So because of that, with no tokens or no epics, it was 19,000 XP. That was it. So, did you prefer this over this? Or not? I mean, I kind of like the way the new format is, personally myself, but that's only because we see the first 4 star at 3,500. That's me. But then again, when you first saw your first 2 star was at 100 souls, and you saw your first 3 star at 500 souls, although obviously the first 4 stars at 10K, which is where the epic token is in this event. So for comparison's sake, I don't know. You might say I would rather the old style instead, just because you were able to get to the 2 and the 3 stars a little bit sooner with the amount of time that we have to do the event. Others may disagree. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Let's jump back in. I'm going to take a look at my Yalluth and wrap this video up. And of course, on Thursday I'll have a DOT after show with Bo, looking at the new event that's going to be dropping, and also any new info that the devs are going to be talking about. So let's check out that Yalluth and see if it's any different than the one. And yes, I'm leveling up my Almorand and using the XP relics on my Almorand that I get in the event along the way. It does promote playing, which is one thing I really enjoy about the Volstan's boot camp. It does on a regular Tuesday. Now, if you're still watching and you're the loyal fans, see if you agree or not with this statement, but on a regular Tuesday, we normally have pull events on a pretty regular basis on a Tuesday, Wednesday. Or we have other soul events, you know what I mean, for, oh, I didn't collect her. Hold on. And we have, like, you know, so I kind of think that this is a great, I keep going back in here. Um, I think this is a great opportunity to be able to promote play on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Oh man, hold on a second. All right, it was longer than a second for me, but I had to do some quick fusion. Sorry about that. All right, let's check her. Let's check her out. Good, I was right next to her. Now she is level 10. My previous one, this is what my first one had. Ice resist, lightning resist, and armor. With both offensive skills, of course. What do you think of my first one, level 1? You can also vote for this in the comments. Level 1 better or my level 10. Alright, so let's see. Poison and ice resist with health. I like the poison. Ice is... Could have used fire or lightning. Well, still like the health over the armor, though. So I still think I would say this one's better. Level 10 is better than level 1. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we will see exactly how high the rankings go for the top 50. But I am glad they finally fixed this so we can see where the top 50 is for this event. There will be some play. You definitely will see some players going all the way in this event, and more power to them. But when it comes down to me, like I said, 3,500 for me, and we'll see where I go from there. Good luck, DOT community, and I'll talk to you all again very soon.